Thank you for sharing your time with me on this PowerPoint that defines some of the attitudes we face daily for Colorado Christian University by Kim Perlin. According to Google, attitudes are a settled way of thinking or feeling about someone or something, typically one that is reflected in a person's behavior. For this assignment about how attitudes and moods can change throughout the day, I chose to observe the lead of our family practice department, mainly because she has a lot on her plate every day and her attitude can change with the events of the day quickly. Some of her duties include ensuring our patients are taken care of. She's in charge of ordering all of the office supplies, watches the other doctor's schedules for any errors, ensures the medical assistants are functioning properly, communicates the needs of the department to the manager, and ensures the team is taken care of. To begin my observation, I started with the daily routine that our lead follows. She greets everyone with a good morning. She holds the huddle daily so our team knows what to expect from the day, prepares her own lineup of patients for the day, and ensures her doctor is set up for success. In the afternoon, ensures all teammates were offered a lunch when possible, continues to room the patients and set up for procedures for her own physician. She does safety checks throughout the clinic and checks the supplies to ensure we have enough for the next day. While many more things happen throughout the day that affect our lead's attitudes and mood changes, I chose to only touch on a few of the major ones due to the time constraint of this assignment. In the morning, Cindy is ready to tackle almost any challenge the working day presents in the doctor's office. She is happy and refreshed, but also tired from the day before and everything that brought. After rooming the first couple of patients, Cindy's facial expression has changed a little. Patients were running late, and a couple patients had more issues than the physician had time to address, but the physician tried, and this caused him to run behind. The schedule is now running late. The morning is off to a stressful start. When asking Cindy for help now, her response is less agreeable and now that of a less willing one. The day will continue to put more weight on our lead to do more and will affect her attitude more and with less effort. Our lead did not get a lunch on this day because the doctor ran so late. It ran into the afternoon schedule and those patients have now started arriving for their appointments. I grabbed a large bag of gummy bears from the local gas station and placed them on her desk while she was rooming a patient. My hope was to lighten her mood a bit and give her something good to help her get through the day. She smiled and gave me a hug and thanked me for the kind gesture. That moment was short because a patient walked in and demanded to be seen right then because they had forgotten they were running out of their medication. Cindy's brief moment of happiness was replaced with stress, and now they had to overbook the doctor, which started the process of them running behind again. By the end of the day, Cindy appears tired and ready to go home, but now she has hours of paperwork and messages to complete. Cindy has gone through multiple attitude changes throughout the day and is now exhausted. So how can Cindy improve these mentally exhausting mood and attitude changes? Are these changes needing to come from Cindy or those around her? How do we form and change attitudes? There are many ways in which we learn attitudes. Some of these ways are more explicit than others. Many attitudes are learned over time through reinforcement and modeling. An attitude to which we are repeatedly exposed to is likely to influence our own attitudes. It is not possible to accurately measure the many ways in which we receive and emit persuasive messages of one form or another. This is because persuasive messages include high-stakes and low-stakes messages, each delivered in both conscious and unconscious ways. What purpose do attitudes serve? Attitudes serve four major functions: the adjustments function, the ego defensive function, the value expressive function, and the knowledge function. Ultimately, these functions serve people's needs to protect and enhance the image they hold of themselves. In more general terms, these functions are the motivational bases which shape and reinforce positive attitudes towards goal objects perceived as need, satisfying, and/or negative attitudes toward other objects perceived as punishing or threatening. Do all things without grumbling or questioning, that you may be blameless and innocent, children of God without blemish in the midst of a crooked and twisted generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world.